It's only money, diarrhea game.
Turn me up, Ray. Turn me up, Ray, man.
Cold Nation. Brick by brick, nigga been fucking with the fit. 392 got the kit, whole game round with the switch. 25 niggas got shot in this bitch. It was only 10 seconds, nigga ain't learned they lesson, so the whole gang gon' die. Fuck around with me, I don't know why. Nigga should've told the whole gang gon' slide.
Yo, what's poppin', YouTube? Thank you for tuning in with another episode of Trap Etiquette, and I'm your host, Captain Kerr. What's poppin', y'all? Come on, man, we getting this thing done. We getting into it today. We gonna talk about this thing about this Megan Thee Stallion, y'all. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I don't know, man. We digging deep off into this thing. Shit seeming fraud as hell, bruh. Like, all y'all females were so quick to jump on her bandwagon with that girl power and all that old foolishness, man. Like, you can't even do all that, because half the time y'all don't even be wanting to hang with each other and be around each other. And then y'all hear Meg and y'all just automatically just jump on her shit and then start talking bad about Tory, and y'all wasn't even there, man. Y'all don't even know, man. Like, these females, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, I done had some good times with them, but like, I don't know, because I wasn't there. All this is allegedly, all that, so don't get me wrong and don't get mad at me. This is just my opinion. This is my opinion. But just with my opinion, this Kelsey thing, all this shit seems fraud as hell, man. Like, somebody lying, and like, what kind of gun they have? Because if you get shot in your foot, it's gonna shatter every bone in your foot. There's no way on God's green earth, if you got shot in both your feet, that you're gonna be back up in 2 weeks dancing and doing videos and doing concerts. There's no way possible. And then Kelsey also said that she thought that she heard from her team that she stepped on glass. To me, that sounds like more of what the injury was, because like, from what I know, like I said, I've been shot. When them bullets hit them bones, they gonna shatter the bone, and the bone gonna break like glass. But there's no way possible you can get shot in both feet. And even the video that you seen when she was naked in the street, like, there's no way you won't even be able to stand on your foot. The bones will be shattered in them. They will be like rubber noodles. If you try to stand up on your feet, they're not gonna support you no more because your bones is shattered, man. Come on, man. Make it make sense, y'all. Like, come on, man. Like I didn't never go with nobody's side, but just from what y'all telling me, don't none of that shit sound right. That's all I could tell y'all. Just make it make sense. Cause if she gets shot in her feet, I guarantee, just name any gun you wanna name. You get shot in your fucking foot, I guarantee you all the bones in your foot gonna be shattered. And I guarantee you your fucking money back. You won't be able to stand up, walk, do nothing. You're gonna be done. You're gonna be on the ground. You're not gonna be standing up. So, I mean, just make it make sense, y'all. Like, that alone right there was just enough to make it sound like some BS. And then on top of that, you got Kelsey. She had gunpowder residue on her, and then she say maybe she was standing next to Tory, but then she say she don't remember none of that. She don't remember Tory shooting. She don't remember Tory saying bitch dance and shooting. Like, bitch dance, come on. Like, that sound like just some shit somebody thought of out of the spur of the moment, because it really sound like some shit off a movie. Like, just think, when you watch a popular movie and they always gotta say something slick before they do what it is they gonna do. Don't that sound like some bullshit like that? Yeah, I thought so. Come on, y'all. Don't play stupid. Don't just be trying to get on her bandwagon because it's a woman. Come on. Y'all logical too. Use your damn brain. It's all good. But we gonna watch this, and y'all let me know what y'all think about the shit. But to me, it just sounds like a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? Remember that shit that he was watching on Belly? That had the little boy with the rabbit, when he was like, sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Like, yeah, this shit right here sound like a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Come on, keep rocking with me. We trying to get it up to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We pushing, y'all. Rock with me, man. Let's go. With no further ado, let's get this video popping, and y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Let's get it.
Attorney and their investigator, let me catch you up. Week one has come to a close. We heard the rest of Kelsey's recorded interview with the district attorney and their investigator. Let me catch you up on everything that went on. Two ways you can look at this recording. One, it's her honest account of what happened. She sounds confident. She sounds poised. She's telling you every single thing in sequence. 2, you can look at it as somebody who's giving rehearsed statements to police because she's guilty of crimes and doesn't want to tell the truth, and she's got her lawyers on the line and 2.5 years to prepare, so she spins a nice little story that makes her and Meg look good. I don't know, you be the judge. In her recorded testimony, she tells the whole story of what happened. We go to this gathering at Kylie Jenner's house. Apparently, when you go to a gathering at Kylie Jenner's house, it can be pretty cool. There's lots of security, as many as 6 when you pull up. OBJ is there. It's like a hotel. You get your own room to check into. Quite fan. The whole issue of Kylie and Tory and Meg getting jealous and them trying to pull Meg out, and then they leave, and then they come back because Meg said she forgot a slipper, and then Kylie kicks them out, and now we're in the car. Tory's saying stuff like, hey Meg, why don't you tell your friend what's so funny, referring to the fact that Meg backdoored Kelsey by hooking up with Tory, and then they're like getting back at him like, yo, whatever, you this, you're that. She's making fun of his career. You're only relevant because you were on a Jack Harlow feature. He's popping shit like, yo, I'm from Canada. Car, they both get out of the car. She sees Tory hop from the back to the front. He's got a gun and he points it and he shoots at Megan. That's the recorded statement. Does that add up and mesh with everything else? Well, how did the jewelry fall? How did the necklace get on the floor? She says, well, that's Tory physically assaulting me, and that's how all that happened. As far as her and Meg getting into an altercation, no mention to the police on the recorded interview. Was there a police officer or a detective from the LAPD at that interview treating it like she might be a suspect or hostile? Absolutely not. If you ask me, I don't think Tory was the only aggressor putting hands on people. That's what I get, if you ask me, when you look at the very different stories that everybody's telling and the part that the two females don't want to talk about. Remember the physical statures of the people involved. The idea that only men can physically assault women is a common misconception and not at all accurate. That's the shooting. Then they all get back in the car. They're driving. Kelsey texts my security. She texts the security. That's the text. Tory shot Meg. 911. Is that a real text? Is that a cover-up? Then the rest was all of the aftermath, that when they get released, that there were indications made to her from Tory's team that they would invest in her business or that they'd be willing to talk to her about giving her money. Whether any of that was a bribe or was taken, Kelsey denied. And then what happened afterwards in terms of her communications with other people post the incident. She said that she basically never has talked to Meg. They had one conversation. Meg and her team were lying to her and saying that, hey, I'm really badly injured. I'm going to be out of commission for probably at least a year. There's nothing for you to do here. You need to get out of LA. And they basically shoot her away and sent her on to Houston, and she hasn't heard from her since. The recording ends with the prosecutors asking that, hey, are you just saying all this to get back into Meg's good graces? And she says, no, I'm saying all this to relieve myself of the burden of this. I just want to move on from it. On cross-examination, the defense highlighted a couple key facts about this interview. One, there was no police presence. Nobody investigating or asking Kelsey hard questions. Two, there was no grant of immunity to Kelsey at that time. So if she did have stuff to hide her own criminality, she would not have been immune from making statements, and so she had an incentive to lie. Three, they had asked her during the interview about certain text messages that might be relevant to the investigation, but there was no follow-up. They never went back and said, hey, can we get those text messages? And four, the idea that her lawyers were on the line and that this is rehearsed, prepared testimony that she had a lot of time to get ready for and give. Like I said, ultimately, what do you make of that recording? Well, you're going to listen to all the evidence in this trial. Trial continues next week, and then you're going to make your decision on who's lying, who's telling the truth. How did those bullet fragments get into Meg Thee Stallion's foot? And is Tory Lanez guilty or not guilty?
So what y'all think about that, man? I don't know. Like I said, everybody's saying a whole lot of stuff. Just from me, on the outside looking in, I don't have nothing to do with it. I don't have a dog to win, nothing in this fight. But at the same time, like, just with me not siding with anybody and just listening to these stories, like, you know, old girl Kelsey, like what she's saying, man, that shit sound bogus as hell, y'all. That shit sound super bogus. So just the way I'm looking at it, man, it looks to me like Tory should win. Like if he don't win, we gonna be looking at the jurors like how it was when Zimmerman got over on that shit. Cause this shit is some bullshit. If he get convicted of this shit, cause that shit is flawed as hell. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Keep rocking with me. Thank y'all for tuning in with another episode of Trap Etiquette. And I'm your host, Captain Kurt, and I'm signing off.
Then it's Bitches back to my section where them niggas be flexing. I ain't gon' lie. And them hoes be cold, still be using they nose. I ain't gon' lie. Put it on my mama. Already touched the M, nigga. I ain't gon' lie. Niggas be rappers, niggas be capped in a bitch. Ain't nigga gon' testify.